Avoid this culture shock if you go to Japan. After going through major culture shocks when I moved to Japan to America, I know how different the two cultures can be. But if you want to experience real anime, samurai udon, don't be a simp. Here are 5 culture shocks you will experience if you go to Nippon. Number 1, avoid calling the police if you see a child walking alone in the streets of Tokyo. From the age of 3, you can literally see a child with their diaper still on walking down the streets of Tokyo alone. They might be going to school with their little seifuku on, buying groceries for dinner, but it's totally safe to do so in Japan and it's not considered child neglect. If you've seen Old Enough or Hajimete no Otsukai, you know that kids are encouraged to be independent. Even if they're crying, the mom's still telling them you have to go. The mom will send them off. Itterashai, it's tough love. Tafurabu. We need that carrot. We need that fish for dinner. Bruh. Number 2, you will have a culture shock. The anime / manga is read not only by kids but even by adults. Now I feel like US specifically, cartoons is like something for kids. Little gaki. Like yeah, Marvel is getting popular lately, but cartoons specifically, it's for children. It's for a little kozo. It's marketed for kids, watched by kids, and remains within the gaki domain. You can argue like Rick and Morty is like adult cartoons, but I think those cartoons is completely different from the anime culture of Japan. Because in Japan, reading or even watching anime is not considered weird at all at this point. A study said that 33% of all Japanese people watch anime regularly or even read manga. With Japan having a population of 125 million, that would be around 40 million. A little bit more than that. And specifically, 89.5% of high schoolers and 88% of college students watch anime and manga regularly. Not only is it really popular in Japan, you will literally see anime characters, like real life influencers, promoting or being on advertisements for like McDonald's, water, Mizu, there's a water commercial with your name, like what is going on? And even came to the US, America, even Fortnite, oh my god. So anime is truly part of Japanese culture. It's number 1, top 5 at least. It's not seen as something that's only for kids. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video so far. It really helps out the channel. And if you want to begin your training arc to mastering Japanese along with 350 students and more, check out my Skillshare courses and the link in the description below. It goes over 2 writing systems that you have to know, literally written along with me, Hiragana and Katakana, as well as basic grammar. And another basic grammar too is coming next. Number 3, you'll be shocked that Japanese people are Shintoists or Buddhists or both. Now there's a saying in Japan, the Japanese people were born Shintoists, married Christian, and dies Buddhist. I know you might be like, what the nani are you talking about, Matsu-sama? What the heck all of a sudden? Now if you said what the nani are you talking about, then you actually have no understanding of what Japanese culture is, or Japanese culture has no understanding of what religion is. So most Japanese people visit Shinto shrines, which is those red gates, and the shrines could have like a little ringing thing that you could do and stuff, at least once or twice a year. This is basically it for Shintoism. People would go either for New Year's or during one of the matsuri or festivals during the summer. However, what's in trend for marriage right now is a Christian style wedding where, you know, you wear all white if you're a broom. If you're the wife, you're gonna wear all white. The bride. If you're the bride, you wear all white, and if you're the groom, you wear the tuxedo kind of thing. Check out my TikTok. I have over 200,000 followers, and then on there on TikTok Live every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday at 8 p.m. I host a live for a little bit over an hour where I teach Japanese right on your phone. So check it out if you have the time. Like, they like the vibe of the Christian wedding, you know, a little bit of ding ding, a little bit of bell ringing. But some people actually might have both. Shinto wedding, which is way more traditional. They wear kimono, and Christian weddings. Like, they have both weddings to just get the, you know, nice celebration from both customs. You know, why not? Like, they typically don't know too much about Christianity, but it's more about the vibe that they like, and they do actually do it. Like, if you ask people, they love, like, if you ask people what Christmas is about in Japan, because they love Christmas. Oh, they love Christmas. Merry Christmas. Silent Night, Holy. They love Merry Christmas. They'll say it's about love and it's about giving, and you'll be like, okay, that's true. Like, yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense, but do you know whose birthday we're celebrating? And they'll be like, Santa's. Finally, most funeral service in Japan is conducted by Buddhist monks slash priests, a little bit like monks. This is mainly because Buddhism offer the most peace offering for the deceased, unlike Shintoism, which doesn't take too kindly to those who died. But mainly Japanese people don't necessarily learn or go to Buddhist temples as much, or even practice Buddhism. It's said that Buddhism in Japan is dying or shrinking. However, Matsu, went to a Buddhist kindergarten. Am I a Buddhist? No, but I have the patience of Buddha, as you could tell. You better believe I could go Senju mode like Naruto. Essentially though, Japanese people are non-religious, but if I have to say, the top two would be Buddhist or Shintoist, and it's definitely culturally infused. But if you look at that chart of asking people in Japan if they're religious or not, you can see that most of them would consider themselves non-religious. Number 4, eating alone in Japan, a little bit of Tokyo, Osaka, is not that weird. So in Japan's a pretty fast-paced economy. So you can actually see a lot of people eating alone in Japan, and some restaurants are designed that way specifically. If you've ever been to one of the most popular ramen restaurants in Japan, like Ichiran, you know what I'm talking about. Not only do they have that real umai tonkotsu style ramen, after you buy a ticket, literally you would buy a ticket at the machine for ramen, you submit it, you could tell that the booths in the restaurant is way more privately sectioned out. There's walls so that you can't really see someone next to you. And even the server will bring it out to you in this like curtain-esque thing where you only see a hand coming out with your ramen, and it's like no eye contact. So if you're an introvert, it'll be a little paradise, it'll be a little tengoku for you. You get to eat that ramen in peace and appreciate the little tonkotsu, a little memma, a little bit of Naruto, a little bit of kikurage, that, you know, without people bothering you. So also there's a place called Shabu Shabu Lettuce that's getting popular in Japan. So Shabu Shabu is a hot pot nabe, so it's typically a communal, you know, you get around one pot for you to enjoy a little bit of nabe time. And Shabu Shabu is this like really thinly sliced beef that's so good, you just have to put it in there, and it's called Shabu Shabu because it's onomatopoeia for the sound it makes when you put the raw beef in the hot pot for a couple seconds, and it's gonna get cooked, and then you dip it into the soy sauce or the goma, and then you eat it. Oh god, it's so good. It melts in your mouth, I swear to god. However, at Shabu Shabu Lettuce, you get your own hot pot. Everyone gets their own hot pot, and everyone gets their own meat slices, so you ain't gotta fight with your kids or with your siblings. I don't have a kid, I'm just you could fight with your siblings for that last slice of meat, like Gintama episode. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Apparently it's 120 minutes, 2 hours of all you can eat, and alone you could eat, you literally know how much you ate because this was all your pot, this was all your hot pot. I heard that the basic option is pork. I would tell you to go with black Angus beef, gyutan, beef tongue. You gotta give it a shot. And even high grade Wagyu, give it a shot. I'm not sponsored by them, I'm just letting you know which shabu shabu to get. Number 5, you'll be shocked that there's so many Japanese food that is clearly based off of Western food. And I mean based off of because clearly the names are similar. Clearly the ingredients are sort of similar, but it looks and tastes pretty different. One of it I would have to mention is the Japanese curry. So it's obviously curry is from India, but Japanese first saw it from the British, and then they made it their own thing apparently. And Japanese curries specifically, we got the chunky potatoes, we got the onions, we got the carrots, and all of it you could see visibly. And it's poured over the Japanese style sticky rice, right all over it. It's like, it's almost always serves it with the rice and then curry on top of it. It's never separate. It could also come with katsukare, I think, with the breaded pork cutlets on top of the curry, which is classic. You should get that too. And it might even come in bread, inside of a bread, kare pan. They just do anything they want with their Japanese style curry, kare. Another one is Napolitan. If I say Napolitan hoshi, what do you think Napolitan is? Might sound a little Italian, a little Italia. What is a specific pasta dish in Japan based off of Napoli, but they just said Napolitan, and it's like a tomato-based pasta spaghetti sauce pasta dish. And it's specifically tomato sauce with green peppers, onions, mushrooms, and typically a light sausage and bacon. And apparently that's Napolitan. If you go to Italy and say Napolitan to an Italian person, will they get it? Probably not. I don't even know if this is the Napoli's known sauce. I don't know. I actually don't know about it. But I know what it is if I go to Japan and get Napolitan, I'll tell you that much. And then omuraise, which comes from the word, obviously, omelets, omuretsu, and then rice, which is rice. I think it's kind of cute. So it's kind of kawaii, and you might take a look at it, you're like, what exactly is going on in here? So it's actually a flavored rice, typically with ketchup, a little bit of fried flavored rice. There's some ingredients of vegetables in there. And then it's wrapped with a omelet, like specifically an egg omelet. And I think there's a really famous TikToker with making omelets all the time. It's just delicious. And apparently there's a thing called omusoba too, which instead of the rice, there's a yakisoba tucked in between the egg. Give it to me. I actually never had an omusoba, but I kind of want it now. Thanks for watching. More videos are on the way. Leave a like, it really helps out, and subscribe to join the Nakama. And peace.